Alright, welcome back to the channel. Last video we installed the gas tank. Before I do anything else, I'm going to PR15 the rest of the frame, but I'm not sure if I feel like doing it right now. Maybe, we'll see. Let's see how this goes. I also don't have the right fuel line, so I can't finish the fuel line install and the fuel pump, so whatever. Alright, we're going to focus on changing out this radiator. So goal is take this one out, put in our fancy new one and the new hoses. I've also got a block off plate for the fuel pump. Try and install that in this video too. And then should be most of it for the engine bay for the time being. Obviously we got more to do, but yeah, let's focus on that for now. So like and subscribe, let's get to work. Alright. Alright, now let's see if the new one fits. And sure enough, it does. I like that. Wouldn't say it's a direct fit, but definitely works. Bottom brackets line up the top. They're a little different, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll probably redo a lot of this stuff at some point. Super easy. Looks great. Gotta get a grill. Alright, next up I'm just gonna replace the thermostat and housing. We're using a 9/16 to undo this one down here and the alternator. And I also have to loosen up this one. Tasty. Just clean this off with some Scotch-Brite. Should be good enough. So this is the old thermostat. It's probably okay, honestly. I'm gonna replace it with a new one. I got an Edelbrock high performance thermostat. So that should work. Let's take it out of the box and put it in there. Alright, and does it fit? Sure does. Look at that. Boom. Now I get to put on this thermostat housing. Alright, and I'm using this O-ring style instead of a gasket style, so that will hopefully be a little easier to install back. I'm reusing one of the bolts, not both bolts. The alternator support, as simple as this bolt. And then we're gonna slide the top hose on with the hose clamp. Let's see if you can see that. Get that all the way on. Upper hose installed. Now we gotta work on this lower hose. Okay, what I did was I just took a razor blade and cut it because it was pretty stuck on there. So, yeah, not a whole lot I could have done differently. But, whatever, it's off now. I got a hose clamp that I can reuse. Alright, let's wire brush that outlet, or inlet I guess, just to make sure there's no gunk on it. And then, let's install the new hose. And actually, we're gonna take off the fuel pump first, just because we're gonna have space for it, and it looks like you have to cut that coolant hose down a little bit. So. Those are off. Now I should just be able to scrape that whole gasket off is what I'm thinking. Mechanical one, so. Okay, so I cut that much of the pipe off to make it fit, so a lot of excess. Yeah. Not too bad, just, you know, something to keep in mind. So I'm just gonna try and wrestle it onto here. tighten this hose down. To cap it all off, I put the old piece of rubber hose just in between this coolant hose and the frame, keep it from rubbing too much. And that's about it. I do need to get 2 longer bolts for the block off plate. So these are the bolts that came out, and there's just not enough thread to get those in. Yeah, so unfortunately, the job isn't completely done, but those bolts weren't used previously, so should be okay. But yeah, that's it for the coolant, for the radiator install. Couple more steps and then we can fire this thing up. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.